Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this post-match press conference with head coach Allister Coetzee and captain Johan Deysel from Namibia. We're going to go straight to questions from the room. So if I could just remind you to wait for the microphone and start by giving your name and the name of the media you're representing today. I can see a hand over here. We'll start here.
Coach Allister, just relate any news back maybe from the injury from hospital from Leroux Milan, firstly, and secondly, how disruptive was that injury for you in the 17th minute?
Good evening, everyone. Look, we're still waiting for an accurate assessment, but according to our doctor, it looked like an ankle fracture, just from the what he's seen on the field. Of course, injuries is something you can't prevent. I think I feel more disappointed for Leroux to have left the field so early, and it's a game that every boy dreams about playing, and he's only had a few minutes. His involvement was only a few minutes. I don't think at all it has been a big disruption. I just want to compliment the New Zealand team for the way they played tonight, something that I haven't seen from an All Black side in a long time, where they really took the game and to us, and they put us under pressure with their skill set and running a bit more than usual. So that was quite good, and I think that was, from our side, we always pride ourselves on fighting back, and I must commend the team. There's a lot of fight still left in the team, and I'm pleased with what I've seen. Obviously, set piece and line-out mauling is crucial when there's wet weather like this tonight, with a greasy ball, and they did well. They came at us with their driving maul, and they were outstanding, winning back ball, which makes it easier to set up a maul platform, and they were just too good for us. However, I'm pleased, just the fact that our team creates opportunities. I'm pleased with that. We're not converting them, but I'm very pleased with that. Hopefully that will come as we learn from these top tier one country, position that we're playing.
Any more questions? Here again, please.
Just a question for Johan Deysel. Johan, against Italy, in the last 15 minutes, the team fell away a little bit. It felt like today it was the opposite. That seemed like you started to understand how to play against a tier one team later in the game.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Yes, certainly we were better this time towards the end, especially second half. I think the All Blacks just started way too quick for us to adapt that quickly. But I think second half we got into a better rhythm. We kept the ball a bit. We played in their territory, which helped us. And yes, it certainly the weather compared to last week, Italy, it helped us as well. It wasn't so hot. So second half was certainly better for us this time.
Front row, please.
Hi, Idris Sharpion from RNS. Question for Johan. How did it feel on the pitch to hear the crowd chanting Namibia, Namibia, and feeling the support from the crowd?
Yeah, it was amazing, especially every time we went into the 22. When we didn't kick for poles for the 3 points, or rather to take the risk and go for the touch and go for the maul try, or just to get a try, everyone was behind us, and it was an incredible atmosphere. Everyone in Toulouse loved rugby, so it was amazing.
Any more questions for here we have third row, please.
Mark Hinton here from Stuff in New Zealand. Allister, you said you saw something from the All Blacks you hadn't seen for a long time. Can you just expand on that? What did you see from them that was perhaps surprising?
Yeah, for me, it's just backing their skill set. because that is what we've seen over the years, and just individual guys taking the opposition on. You know, we got cut on the inside a couple of times, and you know, that's typically how they play. Like behind a solid set piece, they use the width of the field, and that's what they did today. You know, sometimes you tend to play or get stuck in a kicking fight, in a kicking battle, and you think it's easy to outkick the opposition. I think against the French, who is a distance kicking side, it will be very difficult to outkick the French. And I suppose, you know, that's also a way of applying pressure, which they did tonight by using the ball and the width of the field.
Paul Myers from Radio France International. It's a question for the coach. You said before the game you wanted the team your players to enjoy and learn. After a result like that, can you see that they've enjoyed and learned?
Of course, of course. I mean, it's a massive, you know, it's actually a privilege to face the haka for the player, and that's the challenge that was thrown at them. And, you know, irrespective of the scoreline, I'm proud of the way they stuck in the fight. Namibia last played against a top tier 1 country like the All Blacks, probably the last World Cup. And that is the difference here. It's a national side. They doesn't have the privilege of playing in rugby championship and other top competitions, but they qualified to get to a World Cup, and you know, so hopefully in future we get more of these kind of games whereby you learn about the tempo of the game, the pace of the game, and the collisions, and that is a difference with performance nations like us. It's adapt to that. You can't do it every 4 years. You've got to do it on a yearly basis. And look, our World Cup is about to start. You know, we're building for that last game. Obviously, we've got our objectives still in sight, and hopefully, if we don't get any more injuries, we'll be fine. We'll be fine for the last one.
Hi, Andy Bull from The Guardian. You've just touched on it there a bit, Coach, but we've obviously been seeing Namibia, a really proud rugby country, come to these World Cups for so long now, and we're still waiting for your first win. It does feel a bit like you might be at a plateau. What's the sort of one thing you would say the World Game could do to better support and resource your team and country?
I think the first thing is we appreciate the support of World Rugby, and they're really doing well. We will be having a review of the World Cup in December in Australia. It is important that you cannot back or get all the support in a year before the World Cup. It has to be much earlier. And this is a process. I suppose, you know, it takes players to build capacity in terms of conditioning. It takes a while. It takes a time. It's not a quick fix and an easy thing. My job basically is to make sure that we implement our performance plan and build on that. And obviously through COVID, it's hit most codes and rugby in particular in Namibia. And there has been a lack of top competitions. You know, it's just club rugby. From club rugby, you jump to international rugby. So we're trying to put in blocks like we participated with in the Mzansi Cup, second division Currie Cup competition last year. So those are all the building blocks that is put in place now. And hopefully we can kick on, you know, from there to 2027, I'd hope to win a game, but no, we can win a game at Rugby World Cup.
Bonjour, en français.
Bonjour.
Vous avez insisté sur les ballons portés, notamment proches des lignes, sans réussir à marquer. Est-ce que c'est un regret et comment vous analysez cette phase de jeu?
Is that for the captain?
No, for the coach.
Yeah. Look, yeah, we got close, and to scoring tonight, close, a couple of times. Like I said, it's about the execution, obviously. It's something we can fix, something you can work on. But if you don't create opportunities, then you're in trouble. So we just got to go back and have a look at our plan, and keep working at it and see how better we can execute that. It was a different level of collision tonight, different level of collision altogether. So in wet conditions, you've got to make sure that we a bit deeper, and the carry height is a bit better and is a bit lower, especially when there's a good defensive system like the All Blacks. So there are little technical things that we'll work on and make sure we get it right.
We've got time for one more question, if there are any. That's not the case, and I don't see any hands raised. Oh, I missed somebody. Sorry. Here we go.
Coach, just a turnaround time if replacements are needed. Namibia is far away from France. Is that turnaround time decent for you to have those players in the system quick enough if players come back to the tournament for you?
Look, I'm sure Leroy Milan wouldn't participate in any further in the World Cup, so we will need to fly in a medical replacement ASAP. Make the call tonight after the doc has report, and hopefully we'll get an outside back in by Monday to join us. We still got 2 games left, and it's important to have the replacement across here ASAP.
Thank you. I think we will conclude there. Thank you both very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a
Good
good
evening.
evening.